streaming bridge, not playing. And I actually got the name of it changed this time so that it says that I'm playing bridge and not Stardew Valley. So I'm already one leg up on the last time. Let me set a couple of things here. I'm trying a higher resolution this time of 720p instead of 480 because 480 was pretty blurry. I can't seem to make the text in this game any bigger. The bidding text. I can make the cards bigger, but I can't make the bidding text any bigger. So it was pretty blurry. Shrunk down to 480. So we'll see what happens this time. Seemed to be cruising along pretty good at 720. I suppose I'll do what I did the other night and kind of explain my bids as I go. I'm not going to explain the whole game. Again, like I said, I might do some actual, sort of bridge lessons. I'm not enough of an expert to teach it, but I could give sort of an intro from an amateur perspective, I suppose. My partner's already bid 2 no trump here, which means he has a hand of 20 to 21 points that's balanced, which is nice. So I'm sitting here on 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 points, which means we have enough certainly to go to game and 3 no trump, but we probably don't have enough to go to slam, and so I'm probably just going to bid 3 no trump, which I suppose will be what the computer recommend. Yeah. With just a few more points, we could try to go to a slam, but if he's sitting on 2021 and I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's, we're short of, you need 33 basically to go for a slam, especially in no trump. It's pretty straightforward. So, but we should have enough to make 3 no trump easy. So, okay, spades is going to be the weak suit here. I'm going to win at least 1 in spades. Could only be 1 in hearts. At least 4 in diamonds, as long as I can get back over there. And then 3 or 4 in clubs. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should get 9 pretty easily. So the question is, do I come up and take this with the queen, or do I let it go by and then probably have to take the ace? I think the smart thing here to do, because basically if I play the queen and East has the king, then I've got to play the ace, and then I'm kind of in trouble in spades. But if I don't play the queen, and East doesn't play, say the East plays a 10 or a jack, then I've still got to play the ace, and then he can wipe out my queen with the king anyway. So I think the smart thing to do is play the queen, yeah. And then if West is sitting there with the king, then I've taken an extra trick. Alright, so now let's see about these diamonds. The question is now, when I play this jack, do I take the king? Do I play over the king? Do I play over the jack so that I can play from that side again? Or do I play small and then hope I can get back over there? Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get back over there, so I about have to take the king. Let's see, we've already played 4 diamonds. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As long as they're divided evenly, that's going to work. And they are, so that's okay. Oh boy. Guess I'll go there. So now I can play the other 2 diamonds safely. Okay. Now I'm going to finesse for the queen here. I didn't do that quite right. I should have played some of the. I mean, I'm going to make my contract, but I think I could have gotten more points. I think I could have taken more tricks if I'd have played on these hearts earlier from that side. I should have done that. Let me back up just to show what I'm talking about. From right now, I need to play these hearts so that I can play from this side. And then that's going to give me another trick with the king. It's not going to. I'm not going to be able to win the jack. But one thing about bridge, when I first started learning to play it, I thought this is impossible. I thought remembering especially the bidding system, remembering a whole bidding system, let alone multiple bidding systems, I thought this is going to be impossible to keep track of all this. And the other thing was, I thought to actually like keep track during a hand of what's been played, I thought that's going to be impossible too. It turns out it's not really. It takes practice. I don't necessarily know during a hand every card exactly that's been played, but you sort of get to where you notice the important ones. You notice the trump cards. You know how many trumps have been played and which ones, and you notice like the face cards of different suits. And you should notice when someone discards from another suit, showing that they're void in a suit and things like that. You don't necessarily need to, have a photographic memory of every card that gets played. But hey, I beat the computer that time. I did better than the computer did. That's nice. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points, not enough to play any sort of overbid. Ace has already come on with spades, so it looks like we're not in the bidding this time. So we've got to try to stop them from making their contract of 4 spades, which means 10 tricks. So we need to take 4 tricks. I get to open. I don't have anything good really to open with, so what I'm going to do is just open from one of my small suits here. I'll just pick clubs. It's basically just a coin flip. Hey, that was nice. My partner was sitting there with the ace. And that might be the last. No, okay. I actually had a couple of good spades here, so that's good. I'm going to win with the queen. And then if I play the jack, he'll definitely trump over here, so I'm not going to do that. I'll go back to diamonds. Let's see. Do I want to trump in on that? Yeah, I suppose I might as well. I always hate to trump with a big trump, but I guess I could have played it sooner. Well, computer did the same thing, so that's reassuring. 12 points, plus 1 for the short suit of hearts, so I have enough to open. Okay, here's something that didn't happen the other day. If you've got 13 points, it's enough to open. Now, if you have 5 of a major, the major suits are the spades and hearts. So if you have 5 spades or 5 hearts, you can open with that. If you don't, then you have to open with one of the other 2 suits. And you don't need 5 to open there because, as you can see here, a lot of times you don't have 5 of a suit. So to open with a minor suit, you don't need 5. The convention I've learned, which the computer game doesn't actually follow, but the convention I've learned is that if you have 4, if one of them has more than the other one, you open with the longer one. If they both have 4, you open diamonds. If they both have 3, you open clubs. That's basically the way I've learned it. So I'm going to open diamonds, 1 diamond, to show that I have 13 points and I don't have 5 spades or 5 hearts. That's what that's going to say. My partner passed, which means my partner has got a shit hand with not even 6 points in it. Because if he had at least 6 points, he would have to respond. So I know he's got a crappy hand. We don't even have half the points between us, and so I got no business bidding anymore. Because I've already told him, the value of my hand. I don't have anything more to say. So East comes in with 1 no trump, and that's what we're going with. So we've got to try to beat their no trump bid. We don't have any information about their hands, and so I've got a choice here. Basically, I have to choose between my two longer suits. Not a lot of difference between them. You can say the diamond suit is a little better because it starts with ace king instead of king queen. On the other hand, the diamond suit is more likely to get me back in later, so I'm going to play the club. Ooh, okay. Yeah. So see, that gave us a chance to run all the clubs, and now maybe we can run all the diamonds. Nope. My partner didn't have enough diamonds to do it. We won though. I mean, we beat we stalled them from making their contract. They needed 7, they only got 6, so that was good. So yeah, if I'd have played, let's see, if I'd have played diamonds, then my partner would have come up with the jack and got beaten by the queen, and so then they would have played probably spades or hearts, one of those two, and run off a bunch of tricks. I wouldn't have gotten a chance necessarily to get back in. Well, we might have. We might have still got to play our clubs, but it's hard to say. Ooh, computer stunk that one up. Maybe that's what happens when you played club or diamond instead of clubs. I don't know. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I've got enough points to open, but they've already opened, so I can't. I don't have enough points to come up over 2 hearts, so we'll be a passing. Okay, so West had 5 spades and an opening hand of 13 points or more. East came back and said he had at least 10 points and at least 4 spades. Then West said, nah, I don't have hearts, not spades. Then West said, I don't have hearts, but I do have a decently balanced hand. So we could go a no trump, and then East said, that's okay, I do have 3 spades, and so let's go back to spades. That's what all that communication means. Alright, so I got a choice here. Who do I think has the king? Do I think my partner's playing from under the king, in which case I can win this one with the jack? Or do I think West has the king, in which case I should play the ace? I'm gonna guess that my partner has the king. Nope, he didn't. Oh well. That happens. Am I gonna get a chance to play my other darn diamond? There. Hell, we'll get trumped anyway. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. I mean, the computer probably did the same thing, I guess. Same result. Oh well. Whoa. Now that is a good hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. Not a ton of points, but when you start adding all these points for the long suit, if you can count, I guess I didn't describe this the other day, but you can count either short suit points or long suit points. If you count these as short suit points, you've got 2 for the singleton and then 3 for the void suit in diamonds, and so you'd have 5 more points. It'd be 21. If you count long suit points, you count 1 for the 5th heart, and then 2 for each heart after that, and so you'd have 7 more points, which would bring you up to 23. Either way, it's a very good hand, which it's not necessarily a slam hand. It really depends on my partner, but it's the kind of hand that you're going to bid a special bid of 2 clubs. Now, 2 clubs means I've got a really good hand over here. Too good a hand to open with a normal 1 level bid. It's basically saying I've got over 20 some points, and I don't have a balanced hand, so I can't bid 2 no trump. And so this is just special bid. It doesn't mean anything about clubs. It has nothing to do with how many clubs I have. I could have no clubs, and I'd still bid two clubs. It just means I have a great hand. Let's talk about it. And my partner, in responding to no trump, is saying he has at least 8 points and he has a balanced hand. That's all his bid is saying. He's saying, he has at least 2 of everything, no more than 4 or 5 of anything, and at least 8 points. And you see here it's saying mine is a strong artificial opening. All my bid is saying is I have 22 or more points. Okay, and even that can be fudged a little bit when you've got such a skewed hand like this with such a long suit. That's 8 hearts right there. Okay, so now my next thing is to show what I have, and so I'm going to bid 3 hearts. And that's what it'll say, yeah. I'm going to bid 3 hearts to show my heart suit. And he's going to bid 3 no trump, basically to say he doesn't have any hearts in particular, which isn't surprising since I have 8 of them. There's only 5 others. And then I can go to 4 hearts, or I could possibly... So he hasn't... Let's see, he's got 8 points. I've got 22, 23, somewhere in that ballpark. I don't know if we really have enough to go to a slam or not. He could have as many as 13, in which case we do have enough to go for a slam. Or I can stop at 4 hearts, which I guess is what he's going to recommend. I guess I have to leave it to him because he has a pretty good idea how many points I have, and I don't really know how many he has. So that's why I bid 4 hearts, and if he wants to go higher, it's up to him to show that bid. All right, we'll see how many points did he have over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he only had the 8 that he told me about. So yeah, we're gonna lose this spade. I don't know. This hand might have made a slam. We'll see what happens. So trump in on that. Let's see. Had 8 trumps here, 2 over here. So there's 10. That leaves only 3 out. So I can certainly clean up those 3. All right. So they're all gone. Here's the question. Where are the clubs? Because I've got 8 clubs here. That means there's 5 clubs out. One of them is the jack. So I can clean out 3 tricks. So if they're divided 3 and 2, I'll clean them out. And then I can take the 4th trick. So let's see what I'm talking about here. Okay, that cleared out 4 of them. The only one left is the 10. And so now my ace will clean that out. And then now my 9 is high in clubs. So it did turn out to be a slam hand, and now I can claim these last 5. I don't have to play them out. So if the clubs had been divided differently, if say this jack had been over here with the 10, 4, and 2, then I couldn't have cleaned out the jack and I would have lost another trick. So it really came down to whether it was a slam hand or not, came down to whether these were divided evenly. If they'd been divided 4-1, then it wouldn't have worked. So could have gone to slam, but it was, it's hard to get to slam because it takes a lot of communicating back and forth, and you have to be, you have to have good enough hands and be able to show that before you run out of bidding space. So computer did the same thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, only 7 points, so I'm passing. Okay, my partner's got hearts in an opening hand. I have 3 hearts to go along with his 5. And since I have 7 points, I can go up to 2 hearts to say I have 6 to 10 points. That's basically, or 6 to 9 points. That's basically what this means is I have at least 3 hearts to go with your 5 hearts, and I have at least 6 to 9 points. Or not at least, I have 6 to 9 points, not more than that. Okay, they went up to 3 diamonds. So now my decision is, do I want to push on up to 3 hearts, which is really a little high for what I have. My partner already didn't, and so I probably shouldn't because I really just have the minimum 7. Yeah, it's suggesting that I don't, so I don't think I'm going to. I really don't have any extra points to be going up higher with. Alright, so we're playing. I've got to come up generally in the 3rd seat. You go with your highest card unless you have a reason not to. I'll win one there. Yep. Okay. Jeez, another bad hand. 4 points. I'll be doing a lot of passing here. Okay, we're end up at hearts. I really should pay more attention to what the opponents are bidding because that does give you information sometimes. So West opened with 1 spade, means he has at least 5 spades. East answered with 2 diamonds, means he's got at least 4 diamonds. And then West said, hey, I also have like at least 4 hearts. East said I too have 4 hearts, and then they ended up in hearts. So okay, he's gonna clean out the hearts. Yeah, win a trick. Clubs are done. And my partner had a nice long club suit. We had a good club suit between us. We just didn't have any points. All right, so we held them 3 tricks short of their bid, or so did the computer. So that wasn't anything special that we did. 6, 7, 8, 9 points plus a couple for the short suit. Okay. When your partner opens with a suit, he's saying, okay, I've got... Now, he's not saying he has necessarily any more than 3. He could have only 3 diamonds, but he's saying he has at least 13 points. Now, East is doubling, which means he's short on diamonds, and he's wanting his partner to bid a suit. So if I can get in there and bid something just to get in the way, that's a good thing. And I can, because I can respond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have 9 points. Call it 10. 9 high card points, and then a couple more points for the short suit. I can respond by saying I have hearts. So you can always go up if you have at least 4 of a higher suit. You can always go up with the bid, and that's what you should do. Now he comes back with 2 clubs, which is his way of saying he also has clubs to go along with his diamonds. And he probably has a couple more points because, well, not necessarily. It'd be really strange if he stopped at hearts. I was thinking about this double here, but that doesn't count. That doesn't matter because West didn't answer that. So apparently West has just crap because my partner's got at least 13 points. I've got, when I say 9, that's 22. East over here is probably sitting on close to 20 based on his bidding here. So we've pretty much got him accounted for. So what I can do is, since I have about 10 points, I don't mind going up to the 3 level, and so I can bid 3 clubs to show him that I also have clubs. And that's not what it's going to recommend. It's going to recommend going to 3 spades, huh? I know what it's doing there. There was a special bid called 4th suit forcing, which when you've played the other 3 suits between you, bidding the 4th suit is just a way of saying let's continue. You're not actually saying you have that suit. You're just saying let's continue on to game. We haven't found a matching suit yet, but let's continue on. Yeah. I don't know if I like that. I don't like that bid, but we'll see what happens with it. Yeah, and then my partner comes back with diamonds. Like, I don't want diamonds. I want clubs. And so I'm gonna have to bid 5 clubs. See, we're all the way up to 5 now because of that. It may be okay because we both have clubs, but I don't really like that sequence of bids. Sometimes you just don't have any good choices. There aren't always good choices because there's so many possible things you can communicate. All right. So he's starting with spades, and he's going to run off 2 tricks right away, which is, I can only afford to lose 2 tricks. I'm going to lose 2 spades and 2 hearts. So like I said, I don't like that. Let me back up and just see what would happen if I bid 3 clubs right here. See, that's where we should be. We shouldn't be at 5. We should be at 3. Because we don't have the kind of points to be going all the way up to 5, just for kicks. So we'll see what happens here. He's still going to run off the same 2 spade tricks and the same 1 heart trick. Now, what can I, let's see here. Yeah, this should be, so there's 9, when there's 9 trumps, or 9 in a suit, but it usually happens when there's trump, and you have the ace and the king, question is, where is the queen? And actually, let me back up. The question is, where is the queen? Now, with four, since I have 9, there's 4 more clubs out there. Now, the most likely way for them to be divided is actually 1 and 3. The 1 and 3 is actually more likely than 2 and 2, because 1 and 3 can be either 1 and 3 or 3 and 1. And so that's actually more likely than that they're divided 2 and 2. Now, if they're divided 2 and 2, I can clean them both out by playing the ace and the king. If they're divided 1 and 3, I can't clean the queen out by playing the ace and king unless she's alone. And since I'm also missing the 10, well, I can take the jack out with I can take the 10 with the jack though. But so what you do usually is, okay, I'll go ahead and play the ace, and then I'll play the 2 to the king, and that'll give me a chance just to see. So now the question is the queen over here, and am I going to get it when I play the king, or is the queen over here, meaning I should play the jack? There's really no way to tell unless you've played enough other cards to give you some indication of something. And the other thing is, if we look back at the bidding, East was the one with all the points. West didn't have any points. And East is actually, I believe East is actually on my left now. Is that right? Yeah. Because it flipped around for me to play North. I believe it flipped around. God, I can't remember now. Yeah, it flipped around for me to play North. So East is actually on my left and West's position. It's confusing, but I'm going to guess that the queen is over here with East, because East was the one with all the high cards. And there it is. So a little bit of luck there and a little bit of actually thinking it through. Now I can play this. I'm pretty sure this Queen of Hearts is high. Yeah, now I can cross ruff, which a cross ruff is when, ruffing is when you trump on it, when you trump cards of another suit. And a cross ruff is when you're doing it back and forth. I have hearts over here and diamonds over here, which can both be trumped. So I can play a heart, trump it over here, play a diamond and rough it over here, play a heart, rough it over here. And so that's called a cross ruff when you go back and forth like that. So made my contract of 3 clubs, and yeah, the computer went to 5 clubs like I did originally when I was following its advice, and came 1 trick short. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. But East has already bid a spade. I can't really, there's really not an available bid for me to do anything with that. I don't quite have enough to go to 1 no trump, and so, well, yeah, that is, since I have 5 clubs, I can go ahead and come in with 2 clubs. You can generally go to the 2 level if you need to show a bid. Now West, by doubling, is actually saying that he has hearts. That's just a conventional bid. They call it a negative bid, but it's, since by me, my bidding gave him a chance to use the double instead of raising the bid, and doubling in that situation is his way of saying, I have the suits that haven't been played yet. And so then East came back with diamonds to say he has diamonds too. So my partner still hasn't, so I'm assuming I will pass now. Yeah. And so they're going to play in 2 no trump. And we will have to hope that we can get something going in clubs, basically. Hopefully my partner, if my partner is leading, which he will be, he will lead a club since I bid clubs. He does. And so now we will see what happens. The king is still out there, and there's the king. So now the question is, yes, can I get the lead back? And I did. Darn it. I still need to get the lead one more time to play my last club. Will he play a spade? He will not. Oh well. they got their contract. No, we still did better than the computer did. The computer gave him one extra trick. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. So I'm passing. Okay, my partner has bids 1 spade. And since I have 6 points and spades, I can respond with a 2 spade bid, which means I also have spades and I have 6 to 9 points, but it's not enough for me to go up to 4, especially since my partner passed. So we are out. Got finessed there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points. Boy, it's not quite enough to open. Another couple points I could, but just not enough. And they're in with no trumps. Alright, they're going in 3 no trump without any indication of who has what suits. So that doesn't give you a lot to go on if I have to lead, but I don't. So my partner led diamonds, which means diamonds is probably his longest suit. He's probably got 5 diamonds, or possibly 4, but he probably has 5. You would normally lead your 4th highest card. So the 5 is probably his 4th highest card. I don't see anything lower than that. We'll see what shows up later, but there was a 4. So he might have the 3 or the 2. And usually the best thing to do is to play that suit back, because usually the best way to win a no trump hand as the opposing team, the best way to stop a no trump hand is, I shouldn't have done that, is to get that first suit established. If you can get that first suit established, that's your best bet. Alright, well, we didn't stop them. They made their contract. Probably wasn't anything we could do. 18 points. Alright, that's a good hand. 18 points, and I have 5 hearts, so I'm going to open with 1 heart. Oh, jeez, that rarely happens, that my partner didn't even have enough points for a single response. That's a shame, because I didn't get a chance to tell him, that I had a better hand than just a typical opening hand. Oh well. He was sitting on 4. Boy, he was so close. He had 4 points, and he had 1 points for the short suit here. He could have. Yeah, he was close, but not quite. Okay, I've got 7 hearts, 7 trump hearts. So the best thing is probably to start clearing them out. Imagine that's what this is going to suggest. I'm going to lose a couple, but the best thing to do is to get them out of the way. I got rid of 4 of them. There's still 2 out there. Now, if I get rid of... No, there was 1. Here's the last one. Alright. Now, hopefully he doesn't have too many diamonds to keep running. So now I get these cards. And he takes the last one. Well, made my contract. Made my 1 heart contract. Well, it's rare that you play a one of a suit for a contract. 1 no trump isn't too unusual, but 1 of a suit is really rare. Yep, the computer did the same thing. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points. Okay, my partner has already bid 1 diamond, and I want to tell him about my 4 spades. You always want to tell him about your 4 or more of a major if you get a chance. And so I can go ahead and tell him about my 4 spades by responding with 1 spade. And I can do that because I have at least 6 points. That's all I'm telling him, is I have at least 6 points and I have at least 4 spades. 10, 11, yeah, 11 points. Okay. He goes up to 2 clubs, which is just saying that he also has at least 4 clubs. And now I can either go, I really have a couple of options here. I can go to 2 no trump, which would be a way of trying to kind of stop here at the 2 level. Or I can go to 3 clubs to say I have clubs. See what the computer would do. Or that's the one I always forget. That's the choice I always forget. I can do a 4th suit forcing, which doesn't say anything about my 4th suit. It just says I want to continue. Don't stop bidding yet. So I'll do that. And then he says 2 no trump, which is just basically a way of saying that he has a pretty balanced hand. So I don't actually know that he has hearts, but he probably does, because, well, he probably doesn't have a lot because he has diamonds and clubs, but he may not have a lot of diamonds. So then the question is, do I want to go up to 3 no trump and try to make a game, or do I want to stop here with my 11 points and his 12 or 13 points? It's very close. I guess I can say 3 clubs and leave it up to him, and that's what it's suggesting. Okay, and then he's just going to say, nah, let's stop there, because 3 clubs is going to be easier to make than 3 no trump. Yeah. See, because, yeah, that was kind of ugly. Let me back up and see what I was doing there, because I was already thinking no trump terms. Let's see what actually happened here. So he takes the first trick with the ace, takes the second trick with the king, and then by then he's already used up all his hearts over here, and so he can trump in with 1. So they got rid of, there were 8 trump, or I have 8 trumps, so there were 5 out, and now he's already used 1. Now I'm going to use my queen on that jack, which happens to win. I'm going to play this ace to get it out of the way so the king over here can take a trick off of these. And now I'm going to play to clean out the other trumps. And that worked because they were divided 2 and 2. And now I can take that. I can take the ace here. And now I can cross rough the last of these. Okay. Took the 3 clubs pretty easily. But I don't know if 3 no trump would have worked or not. It might not have. Alright, 15 points, and I have a balanced hand. Say no singletons, no voids, no long suits, and so 15 to 17 with a balanced hand is a perfect 1 no trump bid. My partner's got nothing to say about that, so he probably has less than 8 points. So there's not much more for me to say either. And I guess we're going to let the opponents go in 2 hearts. So my best suit against that, I'll play this with the pair at the top, the queen and the jack. Yeah, we didn't stop him. Oh, the computer did somehow. I wonder how they did that. Oh well. Probably a different opening. Sometimes the opening, even though the opening is kind of random sometimes opening a different suit makes a big difference. Just depends on what your partner has and what they have. 11 points. A couple points for a short suit. I do have enough to open. And I think, oh, computer's saying pass. Oh, screw that. I'm opening. I'm going to open 1 diamond to show my diamond suit. Okay, the computer said no trump. Basically, when the computer says one no trump, that means he does not have hearts or spades to show me. It's sort of a lot of times it's sort of a last resort bid. It means he only has like 6 to 9 points. He doesn't have enough points to go up to the 2 level. So like if he wanted to show me clubs, he would have to go up to the 2 level. He doesn't have enough points for that. He doesn't have either 4 hearts or 4 spades to show me at the 1 level. And so you kind of just default to one no trump as the way to say, let's stop here if we can and play this. And so that's probably nothing for me to say. Now, it's saying to play 2. See, because what did I start out with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, I have 11. He's probably sitting on like 6 or 7 points. We don't even have half the points, but we do have this long suit. I don't know. It's funny that the computer would not have bid in the first place, but now it's suggesting a bid. Because I think because it's assuming that I had a decent opening hand, and I had a pretty marginal opening hand. Let's see what happens. Now I'm definitely passing. We've pushed them up to the 3 level. Oh, now my partner's in. Probably in trouble. Because of my initial... maybe not. See what happens here. Alright. Do I come up with the queen and hope that West has the king? I think I do. Nope, he didn't. Alright, so I'm probably going to lose a club. Probably going to lose a spade. I could lose a couple of hearts here. Hopefully I can avoid... Yeah, let's see, I'm screwed. Because I'm going to lose 1, 2, probably 3, 4, and I'm definitely going to lose the ace over here. Sitting on 11 diamonds, so there's only 2 diamonds out. Let's find out where they are. Okay, there they are. So all the diamonds are out now. There goes the club. And let's see. Let's go over here. I got diamonds to spare. Let's try to see if I can finesse the queen-jack pair here. Nope. So there, I lost the queen a win. Well, lost 1 too many, darn it. Would have been okay at 2, but not at 3. Stupid partner. But by bidding the way I did, so this is interesting. By bidding the way I did, even though I was kind of stretching a little bit to make that bid, it kept the computer from getting in with his bid of 1 spade. It kept West here from getting in with his bid of 1 spade because I'd already kind of gotten in the way. And so the other hand, at the other table, you could say, where that didn't happen, where South didn't bid 1 diamond, the East-West team got up to a bid of 4 spades, and they made 4 spades because they've got a heck of a spade suit there. And so that team over there that failed to bid the 1 diamond got a shellacking because they failed to stop that. They failed to stop that contract. And so even though I failed to stop them, I did a lot better than the team that failed to stop 4 spades. Sorry, I shouldn't say failed to stop them. Even though I failed to make my contract, I only ended up 100 points in the hole, where the team that failed to stop 4 spades ended up 680 points in the hole. So I actually won by losing. I won by losing a lot less than the other team lost. That's duplicate bridge. That's how it works. You're not playing as so much to win that particular hand as you're playing to do better at that hand than other teams. 8 points, so I got nothing to do here. They're going... West says I've got clubs. East says I've got spades. West says I really do have clubs, not just 3. East says I still don't have clubs, but I also have hearts. And then West says, well, I do have a couple of spades. We could go in that, and so that's what they settle on. And so then I have to either I should go in diamonds or hearts, I suppose. I'll go with my fourth best diamond. Yeah, we got one trick out of that. Did not stop them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points. Alright. I've got 17 points, which is plenty of points to come up and bid over 1 heart. The question is, do I bid my spades or something else? I'm going to get a drink and be right back. Okay. So I'm sitting here with my 17 points. And like I said, I can either show my spades, or another option is to double, because doubling generally shows you have a bigger hand, a big enough hand that it doesn't matter too much what your partner responds. You're basically forcing your partner to respond. And if you have enough points that you can handle any response, then doubling makes sense. Like if I double here, I'm basically telling my partner, I want you to show me your long suit as long as it's not hearts, your longest suit other than hearts. And if he would come back with diamonds, then I could still show my spades. So that's probably what it's going to, yeah, no, it's going to say just show my spades. I guess that's the thing, it's a good spade suit, so that makes sense to show it. Okay, now he showed 2, which means 6 to 9 points, and at least 3, probably 4 spades. And so since I'm sitting on 17, 18, 19 points, I can go right to 4 spades. Well, I don't know why I'm pausing at 3. No. Heck with that. I'm showing the 1. I can just go to 4 because we've got enough points. He's sitting on at least 6 points. 1, 2, unless I'm counting wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, that's enough points, damn it. We're going to 4. Sometimes I think the computer actually peaks because I shouldn't have gone to 4. I'm not going to make 4, but it looked like I should, so I'm probably going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4. We shall see. Oh, he trumped over my trump. He over-trumped. Okay, now the question is, can I get back over here? Because see, there were 8 trumps, and then they trumped in with 1, so that's 9. So there's 4 trumps still out there. So I should play the ace and the king, and yeah, they happen to be divided. So now the question is, oh boy, what's the best way to do this? Let me back up, see if there was a better way to handle that. Let's see, I went over there. Should I play the clubs first? Because see, I need to play from over here to try to win this queen. So should I play that first and then play the ace and the king? That's probably what I should have done. It didn't work, but now play the ace and the king. Okay, and now play over to the jack. Back to here. Play the ace. Okay. Yeah, I came up one short. Not terrible. See, I would have made 3 spades. I just didn't like that. See, they made 3 spades. I just thought that was a bit of a wussy bid to stop at 3. But it was the smart thing to do. Like I said, sometimes it seems like the computer peeks a little bit at the cards and knows what your real possibilities are. 10 points, nothing to say. So they're going back and forth. They're going to end in 4 clubs. You like to see that. You like to see the other team stop in a bid of 4 of a minor suit, because that's short of game and yet it's hard to make. It's probably the least efficient bid there is. I'm going to bid my high double here to promote my queen. Yep, it still got trumped anyway. And let my partner do most of the work. Yeah, see, they missed it by 1. Just, it's never good to get into a 4 of a minor contract. It doesn't work out very often. And even if it does, it just doesn't pay. Okay, crap hand, 5 points. Now my partner doubled, which meant show me your long suit, but I don't have to because the other team bid. I could if I had extra points, but since I have a crap hand, I'm not going to. And now he's going to go ahead and say, I have diamonds, I really want to play. But I'm saying, no, I don't want to play. I have a crap hand, I'm trying to tell you. Okay. I'm probably not going to have much involvement in this hand again. And I could win one with this queen over here, but probably not. They'll probably be out of hearts by that point. Yeah, my partner won it anyway. That time they made their four of a minor contract, but see, that's only worth if you're actually scoring what they call a rubber game, where you're actually keeping track of your points, not against another duplicate team. It's only worth 130 points, where like 4 hearts is worth like 500 points or something. So 4 of a minor is just not a good deal. All right, 8 points. Again, nothing useful to say about that. All right, they ended up in 2 no trump after bidding diamonds, spades. So it's funny that their 2 long suits are also my long suits, but okay, my partner opened with hearts. I only had 1 heart, so I'm not going to be able to lead hearts back to him if I would get the lead. Boy, well, I won the last 2 tricks. Not much to do about that one. 9 points. Okay, my partner already opened with 1 spade. I don't have spades to tell him about. I certainly do have clubs to tell him about. The question is, do I have enough points to go up to the level 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, I'm maybe a point short. If I don't have enough points to go up to the 2 level, then the thing I'm supposed to do is bid 1 no trump, which is just a way of saying I don't have spades. I don't have spades to go with your spades, so let's stop at 1 no trump. I don't like doing that with only 1 heart. I'd much rather not get into no trump without knowing whether my partner has some hearts. So, and the computer agrees with me. The computer says, let's call this a point. Let's count these points. You can also click this evaluation thing, and it'll count your hand for you. So yeah, nine high card points, and then 3 points for the short suits, which totals 11 for reasons I'm not going to explain. Basically, because this jack is not worth a point when it doesn't have any cards under it. That's the reason. And so it's better to go ahead and call this a 10-point hand so that I can go up to the 2 level and show my clubs. And he's going to show hearts, and I'm going to say, I really don't like that. So now I can come back and play spades, which is my way of saying I only have 2 spades. I didn't have 3 before, which is why I showed 2. It's basically a preference bid at this point. If I bid spades, all I'm saying is I prefer spades to hearts. Of your 2 suits, I prefer spades. The other option is I could bid 2 no trump. Because he's apparently got spades and hearts, I've got diamonds and clubs. Now that's a dangerous thing because but I think I'm going to just see how it works. Oh boy. Yeah, see, because even though he has 4 hearts, since I only have 1, that means there's 8 still out here, including the top 3, ace, king, queen. And if they're not divided evenly, this could get ugly in a hurry. So we shall see what happens. Okay, now I can win with that. All right. So now what can I do here? I think I might be able to clean the rest of these up. I've lost 4. I can afford to lose 1 more, but the problem is if I give him the lead again, he's probably going to run off a bunch of diamonds next. Or there may still be some hearts out there, I'm not sure. Okay, let's play these, and let's watch for the jack, because the jack is the only thing that would give me any trouble here. I've got the ace, king, queen, and the 10-9. There's the jack. All right, so now my ace, 10-9 are high. I can come over here for the ace, play these. All right, won the rest of them, won it with no trouble. But that's just chancy. It's always chancy to get into no trump when you don't know for sure that you really have all the suits covered. It's just a risky thing to do, but. And yeah, see that playing 2 spades was a way of trying to tell my partner, okay, I just have a preference for spades. But then we would have been in a trump suit of only 7 cards, and that's risky too, because if you look at that, we'd have 7, they have 6, and they're divided 4 and 2, which means we would lose the jack. We would lose a trick to the jack. So you would have lost a trick there, we'd have lost a trick here, at least 1 trick in diamonds. I don't know. Just wouldn't have worked out as well in this particular case. So it was a risk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing to say. Alright, my partner bid clubs. So generally in this situation, when you're responding to an opening bid, the first thing you want to do, since I have 8 points, I have enough to respond. Anything over 6 is enough to respond. The first thing you want to do is inform him about any major suits that you have. If you have four or more in a major suit, you want to inform him of that by bidding 1 in that suit. Now, by going to 1 no trump, he's saying he does not have spades, or he would have bid 1 spade. So he's got clubs. He doesn't have spades, he doesn't have hearts, or he could have told me about his hearts. So he's sitting there with clubs and diamonds. I'm sitting here with this. The best thing to do is probably to stop right here at one no trump. I could go to 2 diamonds and say, hey, do you got diamonds? We could play on that, but it's probably best to stop at the 1 level. Because if you don't have a match, if you don't have a suit, a matching suit to play in, your best bet is to just get stopped as soon as you can. And yeah, he only had 2 diamonds, so the only good suit we had, the only good fit, that's the word. The only fit we had was clubs, but we would have had to have bid a couple of levels higher to find that out, and so it was best to just get stopped. So we're gonna win. We can win 3 in hearts, probably 3 in clubs, 1 in diamonds, and that would be enough. The question is, can we get him stopped soon enough? So I can take the queen right here, and then let's see. Let's play these hearts. Since I started out with 7 hearts and I have the top 3, if the other 6 are split 3 and 3, I can clean them out. Oh, I can't. Darn. I was going to say, I could clean them out and then my last heart would be high, but that's not going to happen. He's going to take the last heart with his jack. That's okay. So let's go ahead and play this king, and that'll promote the... Well, it would have promoted the queen. Now let's play this ace, and then play to the queen. Nope, didn't win that one. Okay, he's going to take the 10 here. He's going to play some spades. Can I win one more? I need one more trick. That wasn't it. Darn. I was in the wrong position on all those last tricks, darn it. Came up 1 short. You know, computer did the same thing. I don't know, to me, 1 no trump seems like about the hardest hand to figure out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points plus 3 for a void, 2 for a singleton. I'm sitting on 18 total points, 13 high card points, 18 total points. That's a good hand. Not a good enough hand to go all the way up to 2 clubs and show a really big hand. So, what did I say again? 8, 5, 13, yeah. So I'll just show my spade suit. He comes with hearts. I certainly don't want to play in hearts, so I'm going to go to oh, that's interesting. Go straight to 3 spades. I'm going to show my clubs. I don't want to show my spades yet. No, he really likes his hearts. I'm going back to spades. No, we're not playing in 3 no trump. Not with hands this unbalanced. We're just gonna have to go in spades. May not be a good choice. Yeah, it's not a very good choice, but clubs would have been better. But to get a game in clubs, you got to go all the way up to 5, and that's dangerous. Let's see here. Okay, we've got 7. 7 spades. Let's see, how do I want to do this? These clubs, king, jack, 10 are high now. I can go back over there. Now I can try to play. Say the ace of hearts is still out there. Could I possibly trump it if I get him to play it? No, it was on the wrong side. Okay, now he's going to clean out a couple of... see, he's cleaning out that 6 so that I can't trump off of it, which was going to be my next move, but oh well. Alright, there's 2 of the trumps that are out. Oh, there's another one. There's 3 of them. So now I'll see if I can... Oh, he's out of trumps. Clean out one more. I think the jack is still out there. There it is. Oops. Came up one short. Darn it. Well, computer stopped in 3 no trumps and had the same result. Came up one short. So, I don't know. I don't like playing no trump in a hand that unbalanced. A lot of weird stuff can happen. You can end up really coming up way short. Been at this an hour. I'll give it a while longer. 8 points. Okay, my partner doubled after diamonds and hearts, which was his way of saying, show me your longest suit between clubs and spades. But I don't have to because they bid ahead of me. Hate that when you get over trumped. Good grief, 2 points. My partner bid 1 no trump. I only have 2 points, so I do not want to go any higher. I want to stop right there. Because we don't even have half the points. We're going to do good to win this. Okay, I win 1 here. 1 in hearts. 1 in clubs. Maybe 2 in diamonds. Maybe 1 in spades. Good grief, that's only like 5 tricks. This is going to be ugly. Do I win that one or do I wait? I think I wait. There's a thing where in no trump, a lot of times it makes sense to wait on a trick. I forget what they call that. There's a word for it, but now I'll promote my king, or my queen, I should say. Let's see what I got here. He's going to run off some hearts. What should I play? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Got to get rid of something. Okay, now the queen of diamonds is still out, so I'll promote it. Or promote the jack. The king of spades, there's the king of spades. Yeah, that stunk. I came up 3 tricks short. The computer came up 2 short. He did a little better than I did, but yeah, those 1 no trump hands, they're brutal sometimes. 10 points, not enough to overcall anything. Could have if I had a long suit, but okay, they went club of spades, and then stopped in no trump. So I probably want to play one of the other suits. Because normally I would play my longest suit, but since one of them had a long spade suit, that's not going to be effective. I want to play one of the others, and so it's kind of a toss-up. And my diamonds is a suit I would like to be led to because I have king and jack separated, so I'm going to play hearts. I didn't have a good option there. They were all bad choices. My partner might have more diamonds if I could get the lead over to him. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't think I had a way to get it over there. He had more diamonds, but he'd already used up his other high cards. Oh well, sometimes you can't. 8 points, nothing to bid. They're going in hearts. can I get back some, send something back to my partner, get him to play another club so that I can trump it. My best suit is my spades here, since I have a sequence at the top. That didn't work. Computer did a little better for some reason. 12 points. Okay, busy bidding hand. So they started with hearts. My partner jumped in with diamonds. Then they came with other hearts. The question is, the only thing I have useful to say is that I have clubs. Do I have enough points to go to the 3 level? 12 points. Yeah, that's enough, because my partner's got to be sitting on at least 13. We've got enough for a game-going hand. So do I tell him about my clubs? I do. Then they went to 3 hearts, and if we're sitting on diamonds and clubs, we don't know if anybody has enough spades, but if we're sitting on diamonds and clubs, we can't really afford to go up to the 4 level for that. So let's go say pass. My partner had no hearts at all. Let's see if I can win these spades. Yeah, we did all right. We held them short. 4 points. All right, my partner opened 1 no trump. I do not have a hand to go higher than that, but I do have 5 hearts, and so I would like to transfer him into hearts. I will do that because generally you're better off if you don't have a good balanced hand. You're better off playing in 2 of a suit that you have a long hand in, rather than or a long suit in, rather than 1 no trump. So I don't know about him, but I will be better off playing in 2 hearts rather than 1 no trump with a hand this weak and unbalanced. So I'm going to transfer him to 2 hearts by playing 2 diamonds. That's called a transfer bid, a Jacoby transfer, and it just tells him transfer to hearts. It's called a puppet response because he has no choice. It's part of the deal. And then I have a choice where I can, if I had a few more points, I could play 2 no trump and then leave a choice to him as to whether he wants to go with hearts or no trump. But since I have such a crap hand, I'm going to stop right there and say we're just playing hearts, period, because we don't want to get any higher with me having such a bad hand. So as it turns out, it's okay because he had 3 hearts, so we have a good fit. But we're going to lose a spade. Going to lose at least 2 diamonds. Probably going to lose a club, although maybe not. And probably going to lose a heart. So it's going to be close. Clean out trumps. Oh crap. See, the five trumps out were divided 1 and 4. So this guy over here is going to still have 3 trumps after this, which kind of stinks. Let's see if I can avoid. I can't avoid losing club. Throw away a spade. Just on the wrong side of everything here. And now he's going to take the last 2 with his high trumps. Okay. Bad hand. Wow. Somehow the computer made two hearts. I wish I could go back and see how it did that. I should have, I don't know. Apparently I should have done something different. Maybe I probably should have played 2 diamonds first, given up 2 diamonds, and then roughed my other diamonds before I played trumps. Probably what I should have done. Especially after I saw that the trumps were divided poorly. You know. Like I said, I'm not necessarily good at this game. I just like it. Alright, 12 points. It's barely enough to open. There's a 13th point in a short suit. If I'm going to open, I can't open spades or hearts because that indicates 5. Because I'm playing 5-card majors. So I would have to open 1 diamond. And that's what the computer is suggesting. Okay, my partner plays a spade, which means he has 4 spades, so now we know we have a fit. So I can play 2 spades to say I also have spades. And then he takes it right to 4. So he apparently had a game-going hand. And since I have the minimum hand, that's as far as I want to go. Alright. I'm going to lose 2 diamonds, possibly 3. Half a chance of losing a club. Half a chance of losing a heart. Half a chance of losing a spade. It's a lot of half a chances. We will see what happens, but I don't... Oh, there, that helps. Okay, so I won't lose any hearts now. Now, on the spades, I've got 8 spades. That means there's 5 spades out. The queen is out there somewhere. And just because of the law of probabilities, you figure the most likely way those 5 cards are divided is 3 and 2. And the queen is more likely to be with the 3 than with the 2, just because 3 is more than 2. So the queen will probably not show up if I just play the ace and the king. The better thing to do is to play from here to the jack, because if the queen is here, then I've got it. If the queen is over here, I lose to it. So I reduce my chance. I improve my chances of cleaning up the queen. That, see, in that time it failed, but sometimes it would have worked. So I'm gonna kind of do the same thing here. I'm gonna try to win with this queen, in hopes that East has the king, not West. But West had it, so I'm gonna lose that one. Alright, I've already lost my 3 tricks that I can afford to lose. Let's get the rest of the trumps out of the way. I don't really remember what my situation is on diamonds, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose at least 1 more diamond, so... yeah. So, I fell short by 2 tricks, darn it. Yeah, the computer did the same thing. Just a poor fit on that hand. 6 points. Crap. Alright, once again, my partner bids 1 no trump. I only have 6 points, and so I want to transfer him into spades. I do that by bidding 2 hearts. 2 hearts is a Jacoby transfer bid. Forces him to bid 2 spades, and then I want to just stop right there. You would think. I wonder why it's suggesting that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, by bidding 2 no trump, I'm giving him the choice. I'm saying, stay here in 2 no trump, which would be what he would do if he only has 2 spades. Or if you have 3 spades, go back to a bid of 3 spades. Because then we have a fit. But I don't want to go up to the 3 level, though, with only my 6 points. That just seems like a bad idea, so I'm going to pass. I mean, as it turns out, that might have been okay, but I think the computer might have been peeking there. Alright. Let's see what we're sitting on here. I'm going to lose a couple of diamonds. Probably going to lose a couple of hearts. Then the rest can be roughed off of that side. What just played anyway. Okay. So my jack is high now. So I don't have to worry about roughing anything off this side. So it's okay to go ahead and play these spades. So we've got 8 spades. The ace is out. There's 5 spades out, including the ace. There's the ace. So now there's 3 still out. There's 2 of them, so now I can clean out the last one with the queen. Alright, all the trumps are out. That's an important thing to keep track of. Always know whether there are still trumps out there. Okay, I'm going to throw away a diamond suit or a diamond trick that I'm going to lose. Is that? No. Wait on a second. Okay, I need to trump in on this because, yeah. This is what I was looking for. Then I can play the jack. And then I can try to win the king, which will depend on which side the ace is on. Wrong side. Anyway, I made my contract, but I was a little confused there for a second. The computer went up to 3 spades, see, and yeah. And then fell short. $10. Now the question is here, I wouldn't normally have quite enough to open, but I do have enough to overcall. You don't need as much to overcall because you're trying to get in there and interfere with the other team's bidding. And my partner just said 1 no trump, meaning let's stop there if we can. And then that's kind of my cue. Since they're still bidding, I don't really want to go any higher because I had a weak hand to begin with. And then my partner's like, oh, let's go. And then we don't want to get any higher than that. Alright, I'm going to win either the king or the queen. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then possibly 6, 7, 8. If I can run off this diamond suit before he runs off some other long suit, I'll be in good shape. So, come up and take the king. Alright, so now I don't know if it's... Should I play a heart, thus promoting my other 2 hearts, before I tackle diamonds? I don't think I should. I think I need to tackle diamonds first and find out what the situation is there, because I'm sitting on 9 diamonds, and if the other 4 diamonds are divided 2 and 2, I can clean them up with my ace and king and make all my diamonds high. Hey, it worked. So now I'm going to win all these other diamonds. I know that already, so I can go ahead and play them. And now I can play and force out his ace. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Pretty sure I'm going to lose this queen right now. Yep. And now the question is going to be, can I get back to get my last trick? No, I didn't. Damn. Probably didn't. I could have played that better. I suck at no trump. I probably need to watch the computer play more no trump hands, try to figure out some of that stuff, but because I do a lot worse at no trump than I do at trump hands. 4 points, another bad hand. Diamonds, clubs, diamonds, no trump, diamonds. Boy, he really wants to go in diamonds. I didn't have much to contribute to that one, but my partner at least kept him short by 1 trick. $13 points, so I've got enough to open with my 5-card spade suit. It's perfect 1 spade bid. My partner comes back and says 3. A bid of 3 of a major over a bid of 1 of a major means it's a very specific bid. It basically means 10 or 11 points and a fit. It means we have a fit in spades, and he has 10 or 11 points. 10 to 12. Okay. Now I'm sitting here with my bare minimum of, say, 13 points, and so now I have to decide, do I want to go to game? Do I want to go up to 4? Or do I want to stop there? And since I have the bare minimum, basically I have to stop there. If I had a couple of extra points, I could go on up. That's the nice thing about that bid. It's called a limit major raise, because it has a very specific limit of, range, and so it gives you a very good idea where you stand. And so I can make the call then based on that. He doesn't know what I have. He just knows I have 13 or more. But I know exactly what he has, well within 2 points. I know he has 10 to 12. And so it's a very informative bid that allows us to stop before we get too high. All right. Shouldn't lose any diamonds. Might lose a couple of clubs. Might lose one or more hearts. Yeah. This is a good thing to stop. Okay. Can we win? Can we flush out the king? Yes. Can we flush out the 10? No. Okay. One more spade out there. All right. Cleared out all the spades. Can we flush out a king or queen? They were both on my right, darn it. Made the contract. Made the 3-spade contract. Oh, computer failed too. I'm surprised. I didn't think that one was that hard, but like I said, I'm a lot better at trump hands than no trump hands. 10 points. Call it 12 with the short suits, but just not quite enough to open with. Okay, my partner said clubs, and then East East overbid with 1 spade, which gives me an opportunity to double in, they call it a negative double, which is a way of saying that I have hearts. It's a way of saying I would have bid hearts, but I can't because that's been taken away by him bidding spades. Oh, wait, no, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I can bid hearts by going up to 2 hearts. I would use the negative double if I had fewer points. If I didn't have enough points to go up to the 2 level, I would use that. But okay, and they're still outbidding us, and so we're gonna have to stop there. And then what did my partner start with? Set that. Started with clubs, but that doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. Then he bid hearts. So I guess I should play hearts to him. I'll play the fourth heart. Yeah, I didn't think I played that quite right. 13 points, but they're already in the bidding, and so they've already taken up the space I would need to bid one of anything. So I just had to pass. Alright, they bid everything back and forth. Eventually settled on hearts, but I don't think, it doesn't appear they have a really strong heart fit. They might only have a 7 card, which would mean my partner would have 4 of them, which would be helpful. We shall see. That was a nice little opening. We won 2 tricks right off the bat. Didn't stop him though. Alright. A partner bid clubs. I've got 10 points, so I can tell him about my diamonds, which is the smart thing to do. You always go up the chain if you can. I don't have any majors to tell him about, so the next best thing is tell him about my diamonds. He comes back with clubs, basically saying clubs are his only decent suit, and then I can also tell him, well, I do have clubs too. Okay, so he's got at least 13 points since he opened. I'm still sitting on, what I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I hate to go up to 5. I guess I'll stop here. What does the computer want to do? Yeah, I guess I'll stop. I mean, you'd like to get to a game contract, but 5 is just pushing it. Holy crap. We've got 11 of the clubs. Okay, so we can safely go ahead and clean out the other 2 clubs that are missing. And then, let's see, let's come over to the other side. So basically, can we flush out the king is the only question left. No. And then claim the last 3. So made the contract, but couldn't have made 5 clubs, so good thing I stopped. 8 points. Okay, here's an interesting one that hasn't come up. When you have a low value hand in the 6 to 10 point range, but it has a long suit of at least 6 cards, you can go and bid higher. I'm going to bid 2 spades on this. And the reason for that, that's counterintuitive to think, well, I've got a weak hand, so I'm going to bid higher. The reason that developed that way is if I have a weak hand, it probably means the opponents have stronger hands. You know, because there's a certain number of points to go around. If I'm sitting here with only 8 points, that means they have a couple extra points probably between them. Now my partner could have them, but the point is, if I don't bid in, they've got a better chance of getting started and getting communication going and getting to a good bid. But if I bid in at 2, it makes it a lot harder for them to start bidding because I've already taken up so much of the bidding space. So, you know, the idea is with 6 cards in a suit, you know, I'm going to win some. If that's the trump, if we just stop there at 2 spades, you know, the fact that I have 6 of them, my partner probably has a couple, you know, we're going to win some trump tricks. We're not going to get beaten up too badly. We might lose the hand, but we're not going to take too bad of a beating. We're not going to take nearly the beating we would take if the other team got going and got into a solid game hand of, like, you know, 4 spades or 3 no trump, something like that. Or in this case, 4 hearts. You know, I don't have any hearts, so they might have a really good heart fit. They might have a really good game in hearts. And by bidding two spades, I hopefully spoil that opportunity for them. So that's called a weak. It's called a weak opening bid. It means I have 6 spades and basically nothing else except a few points. You should have at least 4 total points to do it. You don't want to do it with just nothing at all, but I had 8 points, so that was enough. If I had more points, if I had 13 or more points, I'd open with 1 because then we're trying to get a communication going. But in this case, I'm just trying to block them. Now, West came in with 3 no trump, so I wasn't able to block them entirely, but it basically forced them to guess. He's sitting there with a lot of points, 20 or more points, and so he basically just had to guess and say, what the hell, I'll just go 3 no trump and we'll see what happens. So they weren't able to get a communication going and find a good suit fit or anything like that because of my opening bid. So I didn't get the bid, but I didn't necessarily want it. I just wanted to disrupt them. And now we'll see what the result of that is if I succeeded. Will they still be able to get 3 no trump, basically, is the question. they did not. We held them two tricks short. So, which is the same thing that happened at the other table. Now, if they had not bid, and if I'd have gotten the two spade bid, looks like we would have lost two clubs, one or two diamonds, a couple of spades. So we might have even made a two spade bid. That's the thing. When you have a long suit, is pretty valuable if it's trump. So, they might have done it. I did a good thing by opening with a weak bid, and they might have done a good thing by sacrificing at 3 no trump. So, those might have both been good moves. Good grief, 2 points. My partner said double. My partner gave me a takeout double, meaning bid my longest suit, but they let me off the hook by bidding, so I don't have to. And I certainly am not going to voluntarily with only 2 points. So they're going in hearts, which I have 4 hearts, so that's nice, but they're not very good hearts, so they're probably not going to win much. My partner was sitting on some decent opening cards there. Well, we shorted him a trick. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, I've got 12 points, and I've got a nice long heart suit, so that's what I'm going to show. And they're jumping right up to the 4 level, and so I'm out. I'm done. Now, East showed diamonds, West showed spades, and now this is called a splinter bid. This actually means East has only 0 or 1 clubs, but he has spades. It's called a splinter bid, which actually shows spades and a lack of clubs. It's sort of a backwards sort of bid. And then they're going to go in spades. Not much we could do with that one. $19 points, I think. 7, 14, 20 points. With 20 points and a balanced hand, my bid is 2 no trump. That's a very specific bid. It means 20 to 21 high card points and a balanced hand. And so my partner is able to look at his hand and say, okay, I have enough to go to 3 no trump and no higher, and so that's where we stop. It's basically up to him to decide, are we stopping at 3 no trump, or are we going up to 6 no trump for a slam? Alright. Got one there. My long suit is clubs, but I'm missing the ace and the king, so I'm going to have to play two club tricks to promote the other cards. I've got 2 hearts to stop with. I've got 3 spades to stop with. My only dangerous part is over here in diamonds. Let me back up to that first trick. Okay. The question is, should I take the 10 with my queen? Because then he might have the king over here. He probably doesn't, though. That's the thing. Playing the 10 probably means he's sitting on 10, 9, 7. And the queen is over here. Or, sorry, the king is over here. And so, if I play the queen, he's going to play the king, and then I'm going to have to play the ace. If I play low, he's going to pass with, he's going to let it go. and then I'm going to win with my jack, but then my queen is still going to lose later. So I guess it's going to, my queen is going to, if the king is over here, my queen is going to lose to it eventually anyway. No, apparently it's not. Or he just doesn't want to take that trick yet. I don't know why he wouldn't though. I don't know, that's a strange play. If he played the 10 from under the, he could have played the 10 from under the king, I guess. Well, anyway. So now what I want to do is promote my long club suit. There's one of them. There's the other one. Okay, so now I've promoted. Yeah, see, there's that king. It was over here. So now I just need to go back to the other side and run off the rest of my clubs. Just against whatever I've got over here. And play the rest of it out. Okay. Pretty straightforward hand. Somehow I made one more trick than the computer did. Not sure why. 12 points. And I would probably bid a club if he hadn't already bid a club, so it's too late for me to. And they're going in hearts. I wonder if I guess my chat room works. I don't know if anybody's stopped in and watched this yet. If they did, they didn't chat, so I didn't notice them. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points. I do have a couple of short suit points, so I could bid my hearts. And that's what I will do. But my partner's got nothing to say, so that's as far as I can go. And they're going in spades. And won the last trick, but it wasn't enough. 7 points. Okay, here's where I want to use the negative double. My partner started with diamonds, and I would bid hearts. But I can't bid one heart because East already came in with one spade. So by doubling, I say I would have bid one heart if I could. That's what I'm telling my partner there. It's called a negative double, and it shows hearts. And it also shows I don't have enough to go up to the 2 level. So it shows I have a weak hand and hearts, which is about all there is to say about my hand. Now my partner went up to 3 diamonds, jumped up there, which means he has about a 16 or more point hand, 16 or more high card points. They're saying 15. And he's also saying he has a long diamond suit. And since I have at least 2 diamonds, that means we have a decent fit. I can either just leave it at that, or I could try to go to game in 3 no trump. But since they bid spades, since East bid spades, I only have 2 spades. That's chancy, even though I do have the ace. So I'm probably just going to pass. Computer says take a chance on 3 no trump. But the reason for that is, 3 no trump is a game hand. 3 diamonds is not. And so you'd like to get into a game hand if you can. It is chancy, but the fact that I have an ace, we'll try it. And as it turns out, he has a king, which helps a lot. But we'll see what happens, because I only have 5 spades, which means they have 8. If they're split like 5 and 3 or 6 and 2, they could run off a lot of spades after they clear out this ace and king. But like I said, we'll see what happens. Okay, my long suit here, kind of have two long suits. I have the diamonds and the hearts. Diamonds is one longer, but the hearts is a stronger suit. I could play, let's see here. I guess the thing to do is probably to play to the diamonds. Yeah, that was the worst possible thing. Well, that was interesting. They can't be out of spades already. I don't understand why they aren't playing spades. Oh, there's a spade. Okay. I think I've probably screwed this hand up pretty good, but there's the queen. That'll help a lot, clearing that queen out. Because now these hearts are all high. I can come over here, take this. Yeah, I still came up one short, but I don't know. That was I don't know. It's hard to play no trump when you have this much variation in the hand. Wow, I did better than the computer did. The computer took a beating. Did 3 tricks worse, I believe. That's what that means. 6 points. Alright, here's my partner opening with 2 diamonds. That means he's got a weak hand. That's another weak hand bid. So he's got at least 6 diamonds and a weak hand. Now, this is going to be another counterintuitive thing where I'm going to raise him to 3 diamonds because I also have a weak hand. We both have weak hands, which means our opponents have strong hands, or at least a really strong hand between them. See, my partner is sitting there with 4 to 10 points, and I'm sitting here with 6 points. So we have a maximum of 16 points, and so our opponents have 24 at least between them, probably a little more. So they at least have a game hand. So the best thing I can do, because I have some diamonds to go with his diamonds, we have a good fit. And so the best thing I can do is raise it 1 more just to make it that much harder for them to get in the bidding. It'll basically prevent them from bidding at all, most likely, unless one of them just had a tremendous hand. We are probably not going to make 3 diamonds considering how weak our hands are, but we won't take too bad a beating because we do at least have a trump fit. In fact, a really good trump fit. So we're going to lose 2 hearts, 2 clubs, probably 2 spades, and so we're going to fall short by a couple of tricks, but that won't be that big a loss in actual points. So now I can clean out the other trumps. There they were. There go the other 2 spades, and now I can claim the rest. So, like I said, fell short by 2 tricks, but that's only a loss of 200 points. Whereas if they'd have gotten into a good game hand, if they'd have found this good fit in hearts, they'd probably have made like 500 points. So it's better to lose 200 than to lose 500. 6, 7, 8. 8 points. Nothing to do with that. My partner wanted to double on 2 clubs and 1 heart. So he's saying, show me your diamonds or spades. And I don't have to because they bid, but I still can if I have some extra points. With 8 points is a little extra. So yeah, I'm going to show him my spades since I can. But apparently spades was not what he was hoping for, so we're stopping there. They're playing in hearts. I'm going to go with my solid club suit here to open. Thought maybe my partner would get a chance to trump in on that, but nope. Wow, 25 points. Let me recount that. 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 5 is 18, plus 7 is 25, indeed. I don't even know if I remember what you do with 25 points. That's a shitload. I think with 25 points you bid 3 no trump. Or, well, no, I guess maybe I don't because it's unbalanced. But it's a big hand, so you bid 2 clubs, the convention for a huge hand. Now 2 diamonds is called a negative response to two clubs, which just means he has less than 8 points. He's just telling me he doesn't have anything special to go with my awesome hand. Negative response. If he had at least 8 points, he would bid something to show me that. So now it's up to me to decide where do we go from here. And I'm probably going to want to show off my clubs. Or I guess I can just go to straight to 3 no trump, because I already know we have the points for 3 no trump. And since he has less than 8, we don't have enough to go up to 33 points for a slam hand. So I guess the best thing is to go straight to 3 no trump and not give the opponents any information about my actual suits. That's one thing about doing a lot of bidding back and forth. You know, your opponents see all that too, and it gives them information. So let's see, you're going to win 2 spades, 1 heart, 4 clubs, that's 7, and 2 or 3, so should make this okay. Okay, what to play next? Let's try to promote. See, I've got 8 diamonds here, which means there's 5 diamonds out, which means the queen is probably in the set. There's probably 3 on one side, 2 on the other, and the queen is probably with 3. So I probably can't win the queen, but we'll see what happens. Oh. Okay, so this guy over here still has 2 diamonds, and one of them is the queen. So I can play to the jack, force out the queen, and now I'm pretty sure my 9 is high now. Alright. I believe the king of clubs is over here. I think I already learned that from the first trick. So let's see what happens if I go ahead and play. Yeah, there it is. And now he's going to come back, and I'll take that one. I'll take this one. The 9 now is high. Play these, and I'm going to lose the last trick. All right, made my contract with an extra trick. I'm okay with that. With such a huge hand to begin with, you'd like to get into a slam contract, but it just wasn't happening. Not with my partner sitting over there with 2 points. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow, it's another good one. 19 points. I don't have 5 spades or 5 hearts, so I've got to start with my club suit. Now I can show my hearts. Now, do I want to just show them at the 1 level, or do I want to jump up? Yeah, see, with an 18 or 19 point hand and fairly balanced, usually after you open with 1, you jump up to 2 no trumps to show your extra strength. So my 2 no trumps second bid shows 18, 19 high card points and a balanced hand. It says a very specific second bid. And my partner just said, no, let's go up to 3. I got a few points to go with yours. So once I tell him I've got 18 or 19, it's very easy for him to see whether we've got, whether we've got 25 between us, or whether we've got enough like 33 to go up to a slam hand, and we don't. All right. Gonna win 1, maybe 2 spades, 2, maybe 3 hearts, 1 club, and possibly 5 diamonds. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I should win. I should make this win easily enough. Okay. So I need to play these 2 to get them out of the way so that I can get over there. When I get over there, I can play the Queen Jack 10. Now I want to play these hearts. Let's see. Yeah. Come back over here. Nope. I don't think I did that. Not sure I did that right, but that's alright. I make mistakes. I'm still going to lose the last one to the queen, or the king. I could have made one more trick, I'm pretty sure, if I'd have done it right, although the computer didn't, so maybe not, but I think if I'd have worked things out in a different order, I could have made one more trick. I got time for one more hand, and then it's going to be 2 hours. It'll be time to stop. 7, 8, 9. All right, I've got 9 points. All right, here's something that I haven't run into before in this stream. My partner bid 1 no trump. I have at least 8 points, which means I would like to go up, to a higher level, probably to game, because I know he has at least 15. And with me having 8, he could have as many as 17, and that would mean we do have game. What I want to do then is push him to spades, because I have spades, and so I'm going to use a transfer bid to spades, which just tells him he has to go to spades. But now I'm going to give him the choice as to whether he wants to play in no trump or spades by going straight to 3 no trump. And that's my way of saying, I know we have enough for game here, but do you want to play it in no trump or spades? And he says spades, which means he has at least 3 spades. So he knows we have a fit. I already told him I had 5, so it made it very clear. All right, we're going to lose this first club. We're going to lose a couple of diamonds. We might lose a heart. So that's 1 too many. I'd like to not lose that many. We will see what happens. Okay, I think the best thing to do is to clear out some spades here. And yes, the computer agrees. Alright, cleared out all the spades. Now, can we take... Nope, couldn't get that. Couldn't win the king there. Can we win these? I probably should have done something in a different order here too, but... Yeah, well, I lost 1 too many. And the computer didn't. Yeah, I did something wrong there. Should have done something a little differently. Well, anyway, that's been 2 hours. I think that's a good place to stop. So, I don't think anybody watched this at the time, but if you watch it later, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me talk about playing bridge as I played bridge. Like I said before, or maybe I said this in the article I wrote about it. I'm doing this to try to make sure I know how to stream and kind of get the technology down and make sure I have the bandwidth for it and all that kind of good stuff. so that I can hopefully do some online teaching courses with it. So this is kind of a trial run, just something I'm doing to test it out. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.